Hello, everybody. Hi. Okay, so yeah, here we go. This is our final draw of the year. Woohoo! Okay, so I get a whole couple days off. I'm not doing one on Sunday this week, just so you know, because it's New Year's Eve. I need a break, and you guys need to be with your friends and have some fun, and not to be trying to win stuff and gambling and stuff. So I'm giving you guys a break as well. So we're going to return on Tuesday. I've thrown some stuff up there, but just the bare minimum for now. So I will add some more things in the following couple days, and I'll put the hardware up there for next week. You're going to have a full set next week. We're returning to normal. We're going to go hardcore next week, definitely. Okay, so starting Tuesday, we're going to do Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So lots happening still, okay? Lots still to happen. Now, tonight, there's some pretty cool stuff, hands down. So, Apex Utility Wood, we're going to start with. This is the Callaway Apex Utility Wood. It's a cross between wood, fairway wood, and a hybrid. Okay, it's the only way to explain it. They call it a super hybrid, but it's somewhere in between. It's got a longer shaft than a hybrid, a shorter one than a fairway wood, a smaller head than a fairway wood, but a bigger head than the hybrid. It's halfway in between. It's the only thing to explain it. It's really lovely. They come in different lofts. If you've got issues with certain distances between your driver and your, say, 5-iron, 4-iron, this fits in absolutely spectacularly. And remember, you don't want to run with one type of clubs all year round. So the winter months, you have a different type of clubs for different types of lofts. Well, parabolas, we really call them. So in the summertime, you want to keep your parabola really short for your fairway woods, not too high, so you actually get the roll on it. And you want to drop your irons in nice and high and tight, so they stop where you want them. It's a little bit different in the winter, where you just want to get absolute distance, the most distance you can, because you're just going to stop wherever you land. But you don't want to come super high. This is where this one comes in. Different than a 7 wood, which just drops you up in the air and then down and stops. Different from a hybrid, which just kind of runs you out and then keeps bouncing across and gets you lots of distance after. This is in between. Lovely, lovely, lovely little. It's a utility, so it's a specific thing that you're using on course. You might put it in your bag for 5 months of the year, 4 months of the year. You might put it in the bag all year round if you can utilize it. That utility is the key in there. Utilize. Okay, lovely. I have stiffs and regs in them as well, and I got a couple different lofts. Don't hit me on the lofts right now because I don't really know. Actually, I've got one here. Okay, so that's a 17, whereas hybrids start at 19. So this one's a little lower loft than this. It's like halfway in between. So it's something similar to a 5 wood in loft, but it's not. And then we've got also, I think, a 19 or 20 degree as well, or 21. Anyway, they're lovely. Something really cool to have and try out and use in your bag. Now, on to this one. I don't think you guys realize, because I put these on a couple times, how highly rated these two little babies are. One of the highest rated drivers of the year, and the fairway wood as well. Mizuno had 2 years they've spent on putting this thing together. Well, over 2 years. So let's say so early last year it was supposed to be released. Now they held off because they didn't have it right. They didn't have all the components right for it. So they've held off an extra year. So instead of being 18 months on the cycle before it, they've got actually 2.5 years to get this thing out. It is quite cool. Okay, so it's a slightly smaller face than the normal one. It's slightly smaller CC as well, so the volume of the driver head itself is slightly smaller, which means a little more speed through. Okay, and there is two. They're like this. You can kind of see it in the picture. The bottom one you don't see as well. But there's 2 slots in there that you can do slidey weight slots. Okay, so you can slide them forward or back. This gives you different spins if you move them both up at the same time or both back. So you can get more spin or less spin. if you're not a super heavy hitter, you can still use this no problem. A regular hitter could use these. It just depends on how you're hitting. Some people I used to. I just spent 3 months training myself not to do it. But a lot of people hit down into the ball with the driver, kind of like their irons. So this is why they say they're really good with their irons, but they're no good with their driver. So I was getting say 250 with my 5-wood, and I was getting 245 from 250 with my driver. Okay, so I had to learn to hit up into the ball with my driver. Now this you can change because this is low spin, so you don't get as much spin. So what happens is hitting down, you get a lot of spin on the ball. The ball goes up in the air, spins, tries to claw itself back down to the ground and backwards. Is really what's happening with backspin. So you don't want that much back. You want the least amount of spin you can possible on your driver. This is why you want low spin. Some people hit up on the ball already. They're into negative on their numbers, so they don't really utilize this as well. But if you're a heavy hitter and you're hitting up on the ball, this is still good. So this is a very, very useful driver. It's completely adjustable. You can also set it up for draw bias or fade bias. It doesn't make a huge difference, but it might bring your spins down by a couple hundred, which matters. I mean, we could be talking about 20-30 yards difference to the right or the left on a bad strike. I never have an issue with that because I always hit dead center on my, well, not always, but most of the time I'm hitting dead center on my driver. So I don't really have an issue with this one. But the low spin thing, I definitely appreciate. Low spin means you don't have to tune the driver all the way down. You can still crank the loft up. You can still get the parabola that's high and still carry it far because it's not trying to spin itself backwards. That's the idea of the low spin driver. The fairway wood is the same kind of setup. It's cool. It's got titanium on the bottom. Yeah, it's just lovely. It looks good too. It feels good. It's a really, really good setup. And the thing about Mizuno is their fairway woods have adjustable hosels. Most of them do anyway. This one definitely does. So you can adjust the loft up and down a little bit. So you can go for a 5-wood, adjust it up to a 4-wood or to a 6-wood or something like that. You can get different lofts on that and different face biases on it as well. This is an incredible setup actually. Now this is worth 750 quid. It's undersold. It always seems to undersold because people are really hesitant about Mizuno. But this year, Mizuno pegged it big time, okay? Big time, big time. So you don't want to miss on that one. Anyway, I've spent most of my time talking about that. Okay, so we got the P-Series irons. Okay, another really, really cool innovation is if you look inside the 790s, the head, they're shaped differently inside the head. So pitching wedge to 8, they're shaped the same way. So they've got the same mass in the same spot. But you start hitting the 7-iron and they're actually engineered differently. You got to go and have a look at the specs on these things. They're really, really cool, the 790. So all the way it goes up to the 5 to get more mass into the toe, which makes it more stable. Really cool. Just really, really well engineered actually, the 790 is. The 770 is a nice one. It's an unbelievable iron as well. Then you get into the P7MC, which is definitely, that's your cavity back blade. And then you get the MBs. Now the MBs are for pure strikers, hands down. But you could have any set of those you want for the pitching wedge. And that is about a 1,200 pound set of irons. Okay, now that's up for grabs today. Well, under a minute. I've talked my way almost all the way through this one this time. I just felt like telling you some of the tech that's into this stuff because this is quality stuff I'm putting out. This isn't like your Ben Ross stuff, your Lynx stuff and things like this. These are quality stuff that I've got. And I believe in this kind of stuff. This is cool. So even if you had all 3 of these, well worthwhile. Definitely well worthwhile. Okay, so yeah, totally. How you doing, Die Furious? So yeah, that's my spiel anyway. These are very cool prizes, definitely very cool prizes. There's going to be lots more to come though. Hands down, lots more to come. I spent a little bit of time on what I actually put up, so you will see some really cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff. And like I said, I've got clothing lines coming in too, so I'm going to be throwing some stuff at you for clothing lines. Let me know what you kind of like on this stuff. But the Pro Quip stuff I've got coming up on Tuesday, it should be up there already. These are the ultimate kind of waterproof things. They're not as expensive as Galvin Green, fair enough, okay? I'm not carrying Galvin Green because to me it's just a lot of extra money for the same thing. But this is quality stuff, okay? Quality, okay? So the Pro Quip stuff will definitely get you nice and dry, windproof, waterproof, lovely, the stuff I put up there. But that Zero Fit, that under one, that like form hugging one, this is awesome. You only need to wear that and the waterproof and you're totally going to be warm. Trust me. The thing is it's the freedom of the movement. So you'll be able to move underneath the jacket really well in the rain if you want to. I do think of this stuff. It is awesome, and I do wear this stuff, so it's really cool. But that isn't awesome. It's a turtleneck. It's warm as hell. It feels like you're being wrapped in a hug all the time. Absolutely lovely, that Pro Quip stuff, okay? But there's going to be some more hardware I'm going to add there as well. Coffee time. Okay, so let's get on with this. We're going to start with the Apex, the Callaway Apex Utility Wood. Now, I'm going to get the spreadsheet. If you haven't seen this before, I'm going to put the spreadsheet up behind me. I'm going to program that random number generator at the top with the right amount of numbers, and I'm going to draw this until someone wins no matter what, okay? I'm going to be sending one of these things to you, and I'm going to be sending the other ones as well, so maybe not to the same people, hopefully. But here we go, people. And by the way, as I said before, I am limiting everything, so the most you're going to see for tickets is 10%. So if there's 100 tickets available, the most you're going to be able to buy is 10% of the tickets. That way people can't corral all the tickets and get themselves like a third of the tickets, okay? So just, this is my experiment for the month of, the end of this month and January. So I'm going to do January as well. Cool? So let's get on with it. We're going to start with the Callaway Apex Wood. And it's an Apex. Apex is the top-notch stuff for them. And yeah, no instant wins. I'm not trying to disappoint you with the instant win stuff, but it's a bit of a scam, the instant wins, because like I said, they're hedging their bets. So they only put out as many prizes as they percentage of the tickets they sell. So if they sell 20% of the tickets, they're only putting out 20% of the prizes. I don't do that. I put out 100% of the prizes. Always. That's how it goes. Okay, actually we're set up right. We got 250 tickets for this one. Spreadsheet should be popping up in a second. There's some different ones there, definitely. Like to see new people. New people is always good. Okay, so 250. See, we're back at 250. Let's do a little scroll, make sure we know who's there. You'll be able to see your numbers that way. Everyone can see their numbers. I'm going to just move me out of the way, okay? How about that? And move this one over slightly. There, now you can see your numbers. Okay, so let's do some scrolling. Number 3 with body coat. All the way down to Deanie 92. Dean E 92 with 250. Okay, people. Let's get to it. Ready? $46. Do we have a 46? No, we do not have a 46. 130. No 130. Should have bought more tickets, people. This is a cool prize. 127. No, we have 137. That was kind of close, but 84. No, we got an 85 with body coat. 192. Uno, nin, whatever. I'm not going to do that. 192 is a winner. It is Rogers. Rogers with 192. Rogers with 192. Okay, you are the winner. Okay, the spectacular prize of the Callaway Apex Utility Wood. Okay, 192. You Rogers, you're the winner. I'll give you a ring. Well done. Now, let's get rid of that. Oh yeah, I gotta put that in. Hold on, I gotta put that in the winning section there. You'll get notified in your email. If you win, you'll get notified in your email. If you didn't win, please don't put me in spam. It's cold and it's wet and it's lonely in there, and I don't like being in spam. Okay, so let's get rid of that one and let's move on to the, well, let's do the driver next, of course. Time for the driver. I think that's a new winner, actually. Maybe not. Driver and fairway wood combo. Combo number 9. I am still here, by the way. Okay. We're going to change this now to the Mizuno. Yeah, this is serious piece of kit here, okay? It is really lovely. So whoever gets this should quite enjoy it. Now, how many tickets have I got up for this one? 500 tickets. I'm always hopeful for that. I mean, you have to be. Okay, so 500 tickets. Put that into the random number generator. 500. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of scrolling. Die Furious with number 1 and number 2. All the way down to... Let's see this one. See someone from Liverpool. I think my dad was born there when he was really young or near there. And then he moved to Canada when he was 1. So he didn't move, his parents did. David Morris 6 with 499. Okay, let's do it. 500 on the random number generator. Ready to go. For the Mizuno combo, 270. We got a winner right away. 4 right. 4 right. 4 right wins it with 270. 4 right. Not 4 wrong. You're definitely 4 right. Okay, 270 wins it. Okay, so the Mizuno is yours, buddy. I'll give you a ring after and you can decide what exact... Well, it's going to be a 9 degree because then they come in 9 degrees. But we'll figure the rest out. 5 wood, 3 wood, whatever. They're lovely. Okay, now we're going to get on to the P Series irons. Now that is any P Series irons for the pitching wedge. I do have sets here already in stiff. So I've got the 770s and I've got the 790s here in stiff. Okay, so you can have them pretty much right away. All my shipping's going out on Tuesday, by the way, just so you know. I might have to do some on Wednesday, but most of it's going to go out on Tuesday. There we go. But it's a nice New Year's present for somebody. Okay, so P Series irons. There we go. Now I had how many tickets for these ones? 380 tickets I had for these. Let's get that into the number generator. 380. There we go. Time for an XL. Okay, everybody can see that one. Okay, we're going to start with Robin Long with number 3. All the way up north in Scotland, but not in Scotland. All the way up north, but not in Scotland. Cool. That's one I haven't seen before. All the way down to... Who's Sledge Muncher? Sludge Muncher. That's an interesting... Sludge Muncher. I kind of want to know who that is. I have a feeling I know who it is. Body coat with 377. Okay, body coat with 377. Let's do it. 95. 95. Is it you? It is no one. Split between Robin and Rogers. It would not be nice if you could win twice, Rogers. 42. I guess it'd be nice for you though, wouldn't it? 42 is Little Kevin. Little Kevin, 42. You get yourself an awesome set of irons. Okay, so I'm going to put me back there. Hi. Okay, so anyway, I've got lots coming on Tuesday. Okay, we're going to go back to normal next week. That's going to be a full set on Sunday, a set of irons on Friday. Lots of stuff on Thursday, and always the cool stuff on Tuesday as well. Don't miss Tuesday. I throw some curveballs at you, put some cool stuff in there sometimes Tuesday. But listen, come and see me on Tuesday, definitely. Check out the site this coming days, but please have yourself an awesome New Year's, okay? Don't worry about me. Go and have some fun, okay? Definitely go have some fun. Thank you for joining me, and as always, I love you all, guys.